All right, here we are again. It's currently May 13th, 2025. Um, it's been, I think, a week and a day since my last video. Uh, Feeling good. I think if I was to describe how I'm feeling, I would say I'm feeling clarity. Clarity on where I'm going, what I need to do, and how I'm going to make more money as a creator. So last video, I talked about how I was researching school and looking into that as a potential way to monetize. And this past week, I finished Max Pearson's course, which was great. Just the free version, the free part of his course, and that helped me get a good idea for like how school works and kind of the thought process behind being a community manager and all that entails. So yeah, I enjoyed his course and it was beneficial. One thing I will say though, kind of his philosophy is that you create a free community and then you use that to funnel into your paid community. Essentially, you create the first module of a course in your free community, and then you make that really awesome so that when someone takes the first module of the course and then they want to learn more, then they know how amazing that first module was, so they're totally willing to pay for the free version, pay for the full version of the course in the paid community. And so I think that makes sense from the perspective of someone who's strictly running their business around making courses. But I could be totally wrong about this, but my thought process is that, well, number one, I don't want the main value proposition of my school community to be a course. Like, I will put courses in my school community, but it's not necessarily my intention to basically tell people, hey, go join my school community to get my course. Like, that's not really what I'm going for. If that's the case, like if your main value proposition is a course, then people will just sign up for 1 month, take your course, and then they'll unsubscribe. They won't stick around. Now, Max, obviously, he shares a number of ways that you can retain people, and he's not just selling a course, but kind of my thought process is that I want to have courses in there, but I also want to have like an active community, a community of like-minded individuals. I mentioned, I think it was in the last video, how one of the ways I'm trying to differentiate myself is by like talking about how to be a creator and to monetize the right way, meaning like not just going after profit at all costs, but like how to sell a course or do a program or whatever ethically, or how to do brand deals ethically, stuff like that. And so I don't necessarily want just anyone in my community. I want it to be, individuals with high ethics, and because then the community itself becomes valuable because other people who also have high ethical standards can kind of bounce ideas off people. Maybe they want some help coming up with a copy for something they're going to post, or a call to action, and hey, how do I position this so that I'm not being deceptive in my advertising, or whatever it is. That community aspect can be valuable as well. So those are kind of some of the things I was thinking about. So kind of what I'm thinking is that I'll just do a paid community, and then I'll have some stricter guidelines on like who is accepted into the community. And one of the perks of having a more exclusive community like that is you can charge a little more. It's like it's not just the training or the courses in there. Like by keeping it exclusive and a little bit higher barrier to entry, people are willing to pay more for that. So anyways, because I've been thinking about running a community, then I also did some research just on communities in general, learning about like the pros and cons of running a community. And one of the cons is that they aren't super scalable, for some of the reasons that I kind of already touched on. But basically, it's not always a good thing to add more people to the community. Like that'll increase the top line revenue of the business and I would make more money, but it has the potential to make the experience in the community worse if there's too many people in there. It can be better if it's more tight-knit. So that was one of the downsides. And then also there can be, if you don't do it right, there can be churn, and basically you have to provide a reason for people to stay subscribed. So I don't know, some of the research I did kind of put me off a little bit, but I'm still gonna go for it. Basically, one of the things I realized is like, basically, if I want to become a full-time creator, like I can't just lollygag about trying to find the perfect business model for me. Otherwise, I could be here in a year from now still making the same amount of money. Like I'm making roughly $200 a month right now. It's like if I want to get up to $5,000 a month, that's my kind of my cutoff for what I would consider full time. That would be more than I'm making at my my day job. If I want to get there, I just got to pick something and go for it. Like I can't lollygag about, and it's not like choosing a school community is what I have to do for the rest of my life. Like I see this as a good opportunity to, first of all, to really create something that's beneficial for my audience, something of real value for my audience, both with the training and with the community. And then also, it's a good way for me to have my first business and to make enough money to go full time, and then try and grow that and make that the best I can. And then if there's other ways that I monetize down the road, whether it's through software or other products or whatever it's going to be, I got to get there first. Like, so that's kind of one of the things I've been thinking about. So yeah, school community, that's probably going to be my offer. And that's what I'm going to have on the back end of my content. But in order, it's going to take a while for me to actually build a school community and get to the point where, I can pitch that to my audience. So, I've talked about Ed Lawrence from Film Booth. Basically, he has a system for YouTube where he coaches people to make videos solving a very specific problem for a very specific person, and then have one very specific solution. And you just keep it as simple as possible, and you just put people into the funnel, one person, one problem, one solution. And by keeping it as simple as possible, then you're going to make more money, because it's easy and straightforward for a potential customer to see why your offer can help them. But then also all of your focus is on one thing. And so when you focus all your energy on one thing, then you're going to make more money that way. So that's kind of the process that I'm trying to follow. So right now I'm making videos, and then what I need to improve now with my videos is getting people to my email list. So I have like 120 people on my email list that I've gotten through a couple of lead magnets that I've created. But one thing Ed has found is that if you put a call to action to your lead magnet earlier in the video, it increases the chances of someone actually downloading it and going to your email list. Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, if you look at a retention graph on YouTube, then basically the first 30 seconds, it's like a line going almost straight down before it flattens out. So the sooner you pitch your email list or talk about your lead magnet, then the more people are going to hear that call to action, and there's a better chance that they will then go to your email list. So I need to be better about that. Since I changed my niche, then I think I've only pitched a lead magnet once. Like, I always have it in the description, but I've only pitched it once. So, I kind of realized that this past week and was like, well, that's kind of frustrating, because like I had one video with my editor, and I hadn't done that when I made the video. I didn't pitch my lead magnet. So the video was uploaded. I believe it was uploaded on Saturday, and I still have got some people that have signed up from my email list from that video, but I probably would have got more, if I had specifically mentioned it. So going forward, I'm going to try and do that in all my videos, and then that should help me get more people on my list. So, yep. So then once I build up my email list, then I start pitching my offer from my email list. And I also have my email list mentioned, I just got a phone call, so I got distracted. Then I also have my offer mentioned on my channel, which I'll get to more in a second. But one of the other things that I realized, so I'd been kind of stressing a lot about like what I was going to put in my school community. Because basically I was feeling like, I don't know, some imposter syndrome, or just stressing about like kind of the solution that I'm helping people solve is making money on social media. But like, I'm not a full-time creator. I haven't made millions. Like, in total, I've made about $30,000 on social media. That's more than the average person. That's more than most people. But it's still not, like these crazy successful people that are making a living by doing it, or, making millions. But something that helped me feel a lot better and gave me that clarity that I was mentioning earlier. So I watched a video from Alex Hormozi, and I can link this in the description for anyone who wants to look at it. But basically, he explains how to start your first business, and he just makes things like really simple. Explains how you pick a person, and then you pick the problem you're going to solve for them. You pick or you tell them like all the things they're going to get by buying your offer, and all the things they're going to avoid. And then you create like basically a sentence where it's like, I help this person achieve this without this through and then you have a unique mechanism. And I kind of understood everything, like most of that first part, but then the part I was missing is the unique mechanism. So basically that's like a framework or like a methodology that you use to solve the problem. It's like when you're an educational creator or like an info business, then like I think one of the examples he used was like P90X and muscle confusion. And basically that was like a framework or a methodology that I don't remember the company, but they used to, help people get in shape or something. And so basically I didn't have a unique mechanism. And so like I have all these tactics and things you should and shouldn't do in order to make money on social media. And I could explain those and make videos about them. And I could make tons of videos about all kinds of different things you should do. But I didn't have like a clear framework of like, here's the step-by-step, exactly what you do to go from 0 to making money on social media. And like just after watching that video, I was like, it all makes sense now. Like it helped me to like clearly identify the problem that I'm solving, clearly identify the person I'm helping, and then understand that I needed to create that unique mechanism. So what I did is I created a framework, and then I created a lead magnet out of that framework. And so essentially it's like a monetization roadmap where I mapped out, here is the process that you follow. Here are the different steps, to pick your profitable niche, and then to build your audience, and then eventually monetize your audience. So that helped me feel a lot better about where I'm going and stuff like that. So and then the reason I bring that up is it helps me have like a better idea of what to put in my Skool community. Like I still kind of need to nail that out. Like what courses am I going to put in there? How often am I going to do Q&A calls or whatever? But at least I know here's the problem I'm solving, the person I'm helping, and here's how I do it. And so now that I have that clarity on my offer, it's just a matter of making the videos, sending people to my email, and then pitching people on my offer and showing how it can help them. So yeah, I feel like I know what I need to do. But then as far as like what the next steps are for me, I'm doing really good at making the videos, but I'm doing really bad at sending the emails, and the Skool community is not built. So basically I don't really have a funnel. And so what I realized is it's better to have an imperfect funnel than no funnel at all. And so what I resolved to do is I'm going to keep posting the YouTube videos. And then even though there's only like 120 people on my email list, I need to start sending more emails. And then at the end of each email, I'll just mention that people can book a call with me. And I've already booked a number of these calls already. And I charge like $100 for one of these calls. So if someone watches my video, downloads my lead magnet, goes to my email list, and then books a call, or just books a call directly from my from my YouTube channel description, then even if I only book one call a month, that's an extra $100. Like I said, I'm only making like $200 a month right now. That would be a 50% increase in monthly revenue. So it would be stupid. Like it's just stupid how simple it is. And the fact that I didn't understand this until now. like make video, send people to email, pitch them on offer, make money. It's that simple. And somehow I've managed to make it so complicated in my head and stress out about all these business models and this and that and whatever. So like my ultimate goal, if I want to scale, is to have a school community, but I have to build the community. It's like I can't just start sending emails to my school community right away. But I can send them to a booking link to book a call with me. And even if I only make a little bit of money, it's still going to be more than I'm making now. So like, might as well do it. So, one other thing I felt is like, I feel like I've been thinking very like too long term, or like thinking too much about stuff. So like, I'm learning about how to build a school community. And I'm like, oh, that would be a great way to monetize. And then like, I haven't built a school community yet. So it's like, well, how am I going to get from A to B? Like, I feel like I need to have more urgency if I want to go full time as a creator sooner. And so kind of committing to keep making videos, now start sending emails more often, and then at least have an offer in the email that people can purchase, which is a 1-hour call with me. Then I'm building the process. I'm getting in the habit of sending these emails and, getting people to appreciate and feel rewarded when they open the emails. And then when I do eventually have the school community ready, then it's super simple. I just start talking about that in my emails. And then people can subscribe from there. So that's kind of where I'm at. I feel like I've been just like talking breathlessly for the last 20 minutes, but feel a lot more clear on where I'm going, on what I'm trying to do here. I've probably said it like 15 times. I'm about to say it again. Make videos. Use the videos to provide value, build authority, and send people to the email list. Then through the email list, do the same thing. Build authority, reward people for opening the email, and then give them the option to book a call with me if they want to. And then people book a call and I make money. And hopefully they do too. So yeah, that's where I'm at. As far as like the YouTube channel goes, like views and revenue and all that stuff, the subscribers are still going up. I mentioned how the video I posted last week did well. I think it was a 6 out of 10 when I last filmed. It's now a 5 out of 10. It's at least still getting views, and it's been picked up in search now. So it's only getting, a few views a day, but hopefully it will continue to consistently get those views. And then the video that I posted just a couple of days ago, it's currently a 7 out of 10 last I checked. So once again, like not as good as the videos I was posting before, but it is still better than 3 of the other videos I posted. So I feel like I'm going in the right direction there, but even though like my revenue and my views are down, I'm not really as concerned with that anymore. Like obviously I want to get more views and more exposure if it's going to translate to more people on my email list, because then that's more potential customers. But my mindset really has shifted from, like basically if I'm trying to run an education business with an entertainment business model, it's just not going to work as well. I need to run an education business with an education business model. So, all right. Well, I think that's enough rambling for this week. Appreciate all of you that have tuned in to all the videos so far. Honestly, can't believe that someone's willing to listen to me talk. Like, I should have mentioned it at the beginning of this video again. I forgot again, but like, I talk really slow. I pause a lot in between what I'm saying. I get distracted because I'm just like sitting here in a parking lot and sometimes people are walking by and whatever. So you probably want to listen to these on double speed. But the fact that someone's willing to listen to me ramble like this means a lot. And hopefully the content is helpful. Once again, I've said this in I think all the videos, and I'll say it again. These videos are not meant to be entertaining or anything like that. This is strictly just to show you my thought process and what I'm thinking behind the scenes as I make this journey to full-time creator. So appreciate you listening, and I'll see you when I see you.